Hey guys, it's Fallon, your friendly neighborhood librarian, and I am here today to do a video kind of discussion talk about why I don't do TBRs. So it's kind of a common thing in the booktube world to have TBRs every month. And that's super great for everybody out there who loves them. I love watching them. I love commenting on them, especially when other booktubers have read books that I loved because I just want them to be like, oh my God, read this book. It's amazing. And I really want to see your review on it because I'm super excited to see like that somebody else enjoyed the book or if they hated it, why. So there's a reason that I don't personally do TBRs, and it basically comes down to, and it's very scary for me to like even talk about this, but I got diagnosed last year with bipolar disorder type 2. And I will link a video down below. It's Katie Morton about what bipolar type 2 is. Most people don't even know that there are two separate types. There's actually it's more of a spectrum, but there's two different types of bipolar disorder. Bipolar 1 is like what you see when people go crazy and like shoot up places, and that's not even accurate at all. Like, I would never ever say that anybody with bipolar disorder is like mentally unsound, but that is where you see like the high like mania, paranoia kind of things, and then the low depression. Now the difference with mine is that I get more of the depressive episodes, and then I have what's called hypomania. And hypomania basically means that I get a lot of the perks of mania, which is you feel really confident, you feel awesome about yourself, you just feel like you're badass. And like the best way I can describe it is like I am Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, you try and mess with me, just come at me, like, because you're not gonna win. I'm amazing at work. I can do anything. I mean, I before I got diagnosed, kind of lived this lifestyle of just these moments of just high, like, intense confidence, and then real, like, deep lows. Couldn't get out of bed, didn't want to go to work, and I couldn't understand what was wrong with me. I felt tired all the time because when you go through life without the proper medication and the proper treatment, your body gets exhausted and you basically have adrenal like burnout. And again, I'm going to link Katie Morton's video down below, but if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel and you're at all interested in psychology and kind of the different things that are in the DSM, which I always have been. I took psychology AP when I was in high school, and I wish I would have gotten to take some more classes on it in college. But since being diagnosed, and I've been in therapy for over a decade now, and which kind of sucks because I didn't really get diagnosed till last year. But like, if you have any interest at all, check out her channel because she does a great job of explaining things, and it makes total sense, and it really kind of helped me understand that, hey, like, I'm burning out because I am not properly medicated, and I'm not in the right treatment, and I'm not with the right therapist. And luckily now I do have the right therapist, and he's amazing, and I see him twice a week, and I do have a great cocktail of medicine right now. I think it might need slight tweaking, but like it's I'm living a better life than I've ever lived. So, what all that has to do with TBRs? Well, the reason I don't do TBRs is the thing with bipolar disorder is you can be on a cocktail of medication and it's great, but there is no cure. And there's not necessarily going to be a stableness where you don't have these highs and lows. So, like, for some people, there totally is. They're living the life like they are normal, quote unquote, and they don't have all these depressive and hot episodes and manic episodes and hypomanic episodes. That, unfortunately, is not my story. Now my life has gotten better to where it's not every other day I wake up and I don't know what I'm going to be, which life is hard when you have to live life like that. But I still do have periods, stretches, I'm going to be depressed for 2 weeks. I'm going to be hypomanic for 2 weeks. I'm going to be, not able to even read or enjoy reading, and it sucks because I am an avid reader. So I don't do TBRs for that reason. I don't want to try and pressure myself into reading a certain set of books, which I know is not what TBRs are about, but I definitely think that it does play a factor into it. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, I probably won't be doing a lot of hauls on this channel either, because I think hauls are a dangerous thing for me, because when I am hypomanic, I do like to spend a lot of money. And so a lot of that is books. And I think by having hauls on my channel, that kind of enables me a little bit too much. So this video is not going to be very long. I think it's important to discuss that, like, mental health does play a factor into things that you enjoy. So, like, I love reading. I love doing YouTube. I'm still new to it. This isn't saying that I would like ever or should ever quit YouTube, or people who are bipolar shouldn't do things like this. But and I'm not trying to say that my particular disorder and how I experience it is how everybody experiences it, because it's not. We're all totally different, and everybody can function in a different way. Like, I've been a highly functioning person for a very long time. Most people don't believe when I say that I do suffer from it. So that is kind of the end of the video. I wanted to come on here because everybody right now is posting their August TBRs, and I know I only have a few subscribers, but I think it's a good opening to discussing mental health in the YouTube world and talking about what it's like to live with this disorder and how it limits some of the things in life, but how it doesn't have to. You know what I mean? You know, like, I will still buy books. I try so hard not to, but you know, sometimes those releases just get you, and you're just like, the new Marissa Mayer's out, or oh, the new Taylor Jenkins Reid is out, and you just need them. And I do have subscription boxes, and I do have book of the month, and so I still can kind of get a fix. And I have found different ways to cope with the buying thing, and that is, I get the same high if I go to the library and check out, like, my limit of books. The only problem is I only have 3 weeks to read them, and I like new releases. So when I'm in those modes, I can read a lot. Like, in the past 2 weeks, even with Reading Rush, I've read probably about 10 books. So it works to my advantage and it works to my disadvantage. So it's just kind of, you go back and forth, and that's really what I wanted to make this video about, is just kind of an explanation of, you know, this is me. This is who I am. This is a factor that goes into my channel. And sometimes I might review books that have to do with that, because I do read a lot. And I think it's something that's kind of lacking in BookTube, is a discussion of mental health and a discussion of reading self-help books and things like that. So that's all that there is for this video. It's super short. It looks like it's coming in at like 8 minutes. So that's all. I'm going to go ahead and post it this week instead of scheduling it, just because I like to see extra videos go in there every now and then. But I will probably be doing a few more videos along this vein, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Bye.